Okay, let's start by making the torso here. But before we do that, let me show you how to use the needle you have, okay, this felting needle. So whenever you start using a felting needle, you stab it straight in and straight out, okay, just like a sewing machine. Okay, it will slowly felt the wool together. Okay, but there's one thing you should not do is like an IV needle insertion. You should not insert and then fish around and then remove it. You will easily break this needle. So with this fine felting needle, all you need to do is insert it straight in and out. Okay, the deeper you go, the more you would felt. Okay, let's see, that's as deep as I go when I felt it, just to form the shape. When you've formed the desired shape, you want to smooth the top up. So you would just insert halfway through, about yay deep, okay? And that's when you would smooth the top end. Okay, yep. And that's as far as I went. That's as deep as I went. Okay. Again, if you see something like a little piece of vegetable matter, don't use your needle to dig it out or move the piece if you like to move the shape of the wool. Instead, use a needle just to move it, or use a needle to pick out the vegetable matter. Okay, again, when you use a needle, insert it straight in and straight out. So right now I am forming the shape. I'm sculpting the wool, so pretty deep, this deep, but no further than that. Your needle should not even touch the base of the foam here. Okay, so just in and out, you're forming, sculpting the wool to the shape you want. Okay, all right, so let me show you how to form the torso with this tuft of wool. Okay, to start with, let's roll. Let's kind of figure the shape, the length of the torso here. Okay, so this is about the same length. Okay, so what we're gonna do, okay, so what we're gonna do is roll it up into the like a cylinder shape, and then form the head, and then slowly felt to the torso part of it. Okay, all right, so with your board here, slowly roll it up like a tight burrito, putting pressure onto the board. I am rolling, pulling, applying pressure, and I'm still rolling and pulling. Okay, and I'm continue to do that. Okay, so when I'm done rolling, okay, I am not releasing the pressure on it. Do not release it. Okay, if you release it, it'll just unravel. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pin the shape together using the needle, and be careful, watch your finger, you will poke yourself. So straight in and out, I am pinning it together so that it will not unravel. I'm still keeping pressure down, rolling it over. Okay, straight in and out like a sewing machine. Roll it over again. I'm still pinning on the other sides. I'm trying to keep the form without having it unravel on me. Okay, and that's how deep I went. Okay, all right, there's your form. Okay, a cylinder form. All right, sure, it looks nothing like the finished piece, but you have a ways to go. So I'll choose this to make the head. So I'll just make the neckline. Okay, just felt along the neckline here again, all the way through to here. That's how deep you would go. You're sculpting, you're forming the shape, the neckline. Okay, keep going, straight in and out. Okay, keep going. It takes a while. All right, then I'm going to form the head, okay? All the way around. And I have to tell you, every time when you start sculpting a shape or making anything, it always looks kind of ugly and funny, but in the end, you will get the shape you want. Just be patient. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done. So I am sculpting the head, okay? Now you ask how firm, how dense should I go? Well, I will show you the medium density to felt, okay? So as far as the direction of needle that goes into the wool, if you're going that way, you're shortening it, okay? And if you felt it that way, that direction, you're gonna pull the wool towards that direction, making it longer. So just be aware of the direction of needle insertion you want. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. It's good for now. Okay. So let's continue on to make the body part, the torso. Okay. So you know it's really long, too long. Okay. But that's okay. Remember the direction of the needle, it goes that way, you will shorten the wool. If you needle felt it that way, you'll make the wool go longer. You elongate it, okay? But we want to make it shorter, so watch your finger because this needle will go fairly deep and far, and you again you will poke yourself. Okay, so let me shorten it up, and from there I will slowly shape the body part. Okay. Okay. Turning it. Move the wool around. Okay. Still a little bit too long. Okay, keep going. Okay, I'm going this deep, okay? And this is done in real time. I did not speed anything up. Okay, pretty good. I'll do a little bit more. Okay. Another tip too, when you needle felt, make sure you rest your wrist. Okay, it's just a wrist action. You don't want to use the whole arm and felt. You want to rest your wrist on the foam, and that's all you move as your wrist. Okay, not your whole arm. Okay. So this looks pretty good as far as the size go. Okay, if we want to adjust later, we can do that, but let's just keep it here for now. And then from here, let's see. Okay, let's shape this part here down. I'll make it shorter, and this is the shoulder part. Okay, so what you don't want to do is make it like a round bottle. You want to make it like an oval shape, you know. Look at this here. It's not totally round, but it's kind of flattened out. This should be the front part of the body, and this is the back part of the body, and both sides. And this is where the arm would go, okay? So let's just form the body. Okay. So this is kind of round and still kind of fluffy, so I am sculpting it with the needle. So let's just form the basic shape of it, okay? Before we finalize anything, let's just form the basic shape. Turn it around. This is unfelted, okay? Okay. still kind of long, but that's okay. We will felt it down. Okay, now I'm gonna work on the shoulder part. Okay, this direction will make it shorter. Okay, keep an eye on your finger. Make sure you don't felt it. Or poke your finger, I mean. Okay, there you go. Same side on the back part of the body. Okay, going towards this way. Okay, make sure when you insert the needle, don't turn it or dig it around, okay? Just straight in and out like a sewing machine. Okay, same with this here. Flatten it up a little bit, okay? Okay, there's a lot of pot marks, but don't worry, we will smooth that out, okay? All right, still not quite the size, okay? It's a little bit longer, but I'll shorten it up here. Okay, I'll shorten it up from the bottom up. Okay, it's almost the same size. If it's a little bit bigger, don't worry, but you know, try to keep as much as close as possible to the prototype I have for you. Okay. Okay, the size is pretty good. Okay. There's still quite a bit of unfelted parts here. Let's just go ahead and felt it all in. And don't worry if you feel like, oh, this is too small. Okay, we can always add on more wool at the bottom to give it a wider base here, okay? So let's just go ahead and sculpt it. And the density should be about medium, not too hard. The harder it is, the more chances you will break your needle. And the harder it is, you will have, the harder it is to attach body parts. I'm still sculpting it, going in fairly deep, okay? I haven't smoothed it yet. I'm not at that point yet, okay? Okay, let me go ahead and shorten it. You can let it sit up and felt it that way. That way you have more pressure going downwards, making it a little bit shorter. You're also putting pressure onto the body part. Turning it all the way around. On the shoulder area, I am really felting it in. Okay. I think I pretty much have the size. Okay. And you're gonna go, ooh, it's got a narrow base. That's fine. We will build some up, okay? With extra wool. So when you apply some more wool to the body part that you have, existing body part, a felted body part, the wool that you have, make sure you have soft edge. Soft edge meaning the edges of the wool is fluffy, okay? Fluffy, okay? And with that, when you apply to the existing core wool body part, it will attach and finish off seamlessly. You can't even tell where you start or stop, okay? Just look at this. If you have soft, fluffy edges, it will slowly go in to and attach together seamlessly. But if you have hard edge, you try to connect them together, you will see a connecting line, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna make it slightly bigger, fatter. So I'm attaching this soft fluffy wool to this core piece here. Okay. Just slowly wrap it around and pinning it in place. Okay. Pinning it in place. Okay. Pushing it up because I don't want to make it longer, okay? I have the length that I need. Pinning it in place. Okay. Okay. Let's do the other side, okay? And a little bit more tuft of wool. Okay, soften the edge. Apply to the back side. Same idea. Pinning it in place. Okay, look at all this fluffiness. I'm pinning them down in place. All right. Okay. Okay, let's just go ahead and form it into this shape, okay? All right, you can go ahead and start felting. Again, this depth, okay? And watch your finger. Just grab onto the head. And keep in mind, you have the front part and the back side. So you want to keep it oval instead of like a round bottle, okay? Reminding you to keep your wrist laying on the foam pad and just wrist action, not your whole arm. Using your wrist to felt, not your arm. Keep going. Okay, so when you've pretty much felt the whole torso, it's not totally smooth yet, but fairly, okay? And then insertion could be anywhere from here to here, okay, at this point. Okay. Another trick I have too is hand felting it. Okay, so I have this handy balm that I have. It kind of grease your palms. Okay, what you can do is just roll it with your hands. It kind of hand felt it, make it somewhat smoother. It's an easy, fast step too that you can use. Another technique. Okay, keep the fiber down so it's not hairy. Okay, so now at this point I kind of have the shape that I want. Okay, so what I need to do is sort of smooth them out a little bit. Okay, just smooth surface. You can see, you can barely see, but it's a little bit bumpy here and there, but you want it to be fairly smooth, bumpy smooth. Okay, so with this smoothing action here, I'm gonna do, the insertion is gonna be that deep, fairly shallow. Okay, you don't want to go all the way deep here. This is too deep. With this depth of insertion, you really form the wool. Okay, you're done forming, you're done sculpting it. Right now all you want to do is smooth it out. So insertion is going to be about yay deep. Okay, and what you'll do is smooth it, and I call it mowing the lawn. Okay, so just systematically going from one area continuously to the next. Okay, don't do this, it's not going to help you, but just systematically mow the lawn. You know how they mow the lawn? All right, systematically continue the area. Okay, and I'm going to work all the way down here. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Again, mowing the lawn. Okay, now I want to work on the sides a little bit. Okay, sides. Okay, all right, just needs a little bit more here. Okay. All right. We pretty much have the same size, but let's flatten the head a little bit. Let's define the neckline a little bit more. I think that should be it. Okay, so the density is probably about medium, and like I said, I will show you live what density it is. Okay, I never do extreme hard dense felted form. It's just way too hard. You will break your needle and it's harder to attach body parts. So this is a good time to stop here. Okay, so the next one we'll do the same process with the arm. Okay,